everyone, and welcome to day 9 in our Advent series. Be sure to put your number 9 star on your Advent calendar to represent another day gone by in Advent and another day closer to Jesus' birthday. Today we're going to learn a story about a very strong, very tall, very brave king. This is the story of Saul. And the story of Saul comes from the first book of Samuel in the Bible, chapter 15. After the walls of Jericho fell down, God's people lived in the land God had made for them. Pretty soon, they decided they wanted a king. The first king God gave them was a man named Saul. Saul was an obvious choice to be a king. He was very strong. He was very, very tall. And he was very, very, very brave. God used a prophet named Samuel to guide Saul. Through Samuel, God would tell Saul what to do, and Saul would do it. So when Samuel said, "Protect God's people from the Moabites," Saul did it. And when Samuel said, "Protect God's people from the Edomites," Saul did it. And when Samuel said, "Protect God's people from the Ammonites," guess what? Saul did it. Now remember, Saul might have been strong and tall and brave, but he didn't win battles because of that. He won battles because he listened to God. He won battles because God was with him. God was with Saul even when it was hard, even when God's people were being attacked, even when the armies around Saul were stronger and taller and braver than he was. God was still with Saul. But Saul got to thinking he was winning all of his battles because he was strong and tall and brave, and Saul stopped listening to God. One day, the prophet Samuel told Saul, "Protect God's people from the Amalekites," and Saul did it. But when Saul did it, he did it his way, not God's way. He kept a lot of animals for himself, which God told him not to do. Even worse, after the battle, he built a big statue of himself, saying, "Look at me, I won this battle because I was strong and tall and brave." God was very sad about this. So he sent Samuel to say, "Saul, God was with you, but you didn't listen to him. So God has decided you can't be king anymore. You think you can win battles without God, so God is going to let you try. God is leaving you." Saul remained king for a while, but everything Samuel said came true. God left Saul, and everyone could tell. And even though he stayed strong and tall and brave for the rest of his life, he was also sad. He knew that nothing was worse than losing God. Today, we have a sword that represents the very strong and brave and tall King Saul. And the poem tells us, when the kings didn't listen, God seemed far away. So Samuel began to hope and to pray. "God, will you come back to stay?" We're getting closer to finding out if God will come back and stay, even though I think we do all know the answer to that question. We'll learn more tomorrow.